pretended to be failing school for a year. It was the only way to escape my guardian. For an entire year, everyone believed I was falling apart. Teachers lowered their voices when I walked past them in the hall. My aunt cried during meetings, dabbing her eyes and saying how hard she was trying. The guidance counselor started using words like at-risk, intervention, and monitoring. That was the story. The truth was much quieter. After my parents died in a car accident when I was 13, my Aunt Linda became my legal guardian. Overnight, my life turned into paperwork and pity. At the funeral, people praised her for stepping up. On Facebook, she posted long paragraphs about sacrifice, strength, and doing the right thing for family. Behind closed doors, she controlled everything. She checked my grades before I woke up. She logged into my email to help keep things organized. She read my messages, my notes, my homework drafts, and if I asked for privacy, she cried. "I'm all you have now," she'd say. "Why would you want secrets from me?" At first, I believed her. Then I noticed the pattern. If I got an A, she accused me of cheating or hiding stress. If I got a B, she grounded me for slipping. If I showed frustration, she told relatives I was unstable. Success made her tighten her grip. By sophomore year, I realized something terrifying. Doing well made things worse. Success gave her justification. Failure gave her power. So I stopped succeeding. Not suddenly. That would have raised alarms. I did it slowly, carefully. I forgot a homework assignment, and then I missed a quiz. I deliberately failed a test I knew I could ace, and my GPA slipped from a 3.9 to a 3.5. Linda noticed immediately. I knew this would happen. She told the school counselor. "She can't handle pressure. She's fragile." That night, she removed my bedroom door. "For safety," she said. "You isolate too much." I slept exposed to the hallway light, listening to her footsteps pass back and forth. That was the night I stopped reacting and started planning. Linda's control came from records, grades, emails, and official notes, authority figures, so I gave her exactly the version of me she wanted. At school, I stopped raising my hand. I stared at tests like I didn't understand them. I answered questions wrong on purpose. Teachers grew concerned. Linda grew confident. She started attending every meeting, speaking over me, finishing my sentences. "She's manipulative," she'd say softly. "Very intelligent, but deceptive." I sat there quietly, hands folded, letting them believe it. At home, I apologized constantly. "I'm trying," I'd whisper. She loved that. Meanwhile, I documented everything. Screenshots of emails Linda sent pretending to be me. Login histories showing my school account accessed at 2 a.m. Messages she deleted after reading. At school, I used library computers she couldn't track. At home, I nodded and took the blame. "You owe me obedience," she'd say. "I gave up my life for you." By junior year, the narrative was set. I was the troubled kid. She was the exhausted guardian. The guidance counselor suggested a more restrictive academic program, more supervision, less independence. Linda agreed immediately. "She needs limits," she said. "Structure will save her." That program required an independent psychological evaluation. That was my opening. The evaluator, Dr. Harris, was different. She didn't tell me how I felt. She asked who accessed my accounts, who spoke for me, who decided what version of me existed on paper. I answered carefully, calmly, factually. No accusations, just patterns. Then I made my final move. I deliberately failed a major standardized exam, one that automatically triggered a district-level review. The meeting was scheduled 2 weeks later. Linda arrived prepared, binder, color-coded tabs, practice tears. "She lies convincingly," Linda said. "She's been manipulating everyone." I stayed silent. Then Dr. Harris asked one question. "Why does the student's account show repeated logins from an adult device during restricted hours?" Linda froze. I slid a flash drive across the table. Screenshots, timestamps, login records. The room went completely silent and Linda exploded. "She planned this! She's sick! She's trying to ruin me!" Dr. Harris didn't look at me. She looked at Linda and said, "We'll be contacting Child Protective Services." 3 months later, Linda lost guardianship. She tells people I betrayed her, that I lied for a year, that I manipulated the system. She's right about one thing. I did lie. But for the first time since my parents died, I sleep with my door closed.